Hey everyone, Case here. Welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. I believe we helped Beatrice in the last chapter. It seems like she's in a better place now, which is really fantastic, and I think now we actually have to finally go back and try to do stuff with the Circle of Kana. Gather the circle. So we've got Bill to help us, we've got that new student from not too long ago as well. Am I missing anybody? There you two are. How'd it go with Snape? It went alright. I got the feeling he's not an expert in overcoming past trauma. But Beatrice made plenty of progress on her own. Not entirely on my own. Casey was there every step of the way. He helped me see that I could move on from my experiences without letting go of who I'd become. And your nightmare about the giant squid helped me see something too. We haven't done enough to prepare for what dangers may lie beneath the Black Lake. Dangers we may need to face soon if that's where the final cursed vault is located. Is that why you call this meeting of the Circle of Kana? It is. We're at our best when we're all working together. Then we should get started, right? Everyone, listen up. It is time to move forward when finding the final cursed vault. It seems very likely that it's located in the Black Lake. So we'll need to be prepared for whatever the lake is throwing at us. What sort of dangers could we expect to encounter? That's a good question. Oh! It isn't stacked, does it? It does stack! Tentacles, Grindylows, merpeople. It sounds like we still don't know enough about the Black Lake. We know that Grindylows are dangerous, but we can't say for sure whether the giant squid poses a threat. Let alone the merpeople. And we still don't know how best to combat the Grindylows, if the need arises. I hope it doesn't. In other words, we're still in the dark. What we need now is an expert opinion. Let's go have a word with Professor Kettleburn. A discreet word, if possible. Sounds great. I'm surprised I didn't have to wait. That'll be the next one. Hello there, my young creature experts. If you're here to play with the bow truckles, I'm afraid you're too late. Your classmate Alonza came by earlier, and they all ran off after her. She truly has a way with the wee beasties. Actually, we wanted to ask you about the creatures in the lake, Professor Kettleburn. The Black Lake specifically. I appreciate the clear communication, Mr. Lee. So what would you like to know about our lake-dwelling friends? Which is the most dangerous? I'm not even close. Which is the most interesting? Which is the most adorable? Interesting. Which of the lake creatures is the most interesting? For my galleons, the giant squid is in a class all its own. I'll have to devote a summer or two just to studying it. Although the Grindylows are arguably more interesting lately. What's been going on with the Grindylows? Why tell me when I can show you? If it isn't the bow-truckled chummer herself. It wasn't on purpose. The little fellas can't just seem to get enough of me. Yeah, might have stepped in some dragon dung. If there's one thing bow-truckles like, it's fertilizer. Are you saying I smell like dragon dung? Looks like you stepped in something yourself, Hagrid.
No.
Didn't mean it like that, Alonza. I'm sorry. I'll forgive you if you can help me get these bow truckles to stop following me. Seems wood lice might lure him away. Got any handy, Professor Kettleburn?
Yeah.
Indeed I do. I'll go fetch them, and you can answer Casey's Grindylow questions. I specifically came to you.
Ha ha ha!
So what do you want to know about the Grindylows, Casey? I hear they've been acting strange lately. Care to share what you've observed?
Oh.
I suppose it wouldn't do much to harm you, and if it keeps you from going to the lake, I'm all for it.
Huh?
Here's what I've learned so far. Once again, I wanted to talk to Kettleburn. I appreciate the information, Hagrid, but why can't you tell me what's gotten the Grindylows so angry?
Huh?
Why are you so curious?
Oh.
Has this got something to do with the circle of... Shh! Hagrid, you promised not to tell anyone about that.
No.
Right, sorry about that, Casey.
Oh.
Blimey, Hagrid knows about us? The needles really got out of the bag now.
Yeah.
You know, if you're looking to learn more about the Black-legged creatures, you might consider reading up on them. Books can't beat first-hand experience, but in this case, I'd recommend you keep your hand away from the lake. That's not a bad idea. Would the library be a good place to start?
Oh.
Perhaps not. I was borrowing most of the library stock of creature books during the salamander breeding season. They're mostly ash now, not very informative. I suppose I'm off to Flourish and Blots then, but first, I'll need some research assistance to help me out. Wait just a moment, Casey. I'm reorganizing the shop, but I'll be done soon. That can be forgiven. I mean, you're only closing in daytime, driving away business, but hey, that's fine. Go organize your shop. Let's hope they have the books that I want. Thanks for coming to research the Black Lake with me, Talbot and Shearer. Of course, silent sustained reading is my preferred way to help the Circle of Kana. Agreed. The less people, the better. Brilliant. Seems I picked the right people for the job. Hello there, Casey. My books have missed you. I missed them too. Do you have anything on the magical creatures in the Black Lake? Ah, the Black Lake. I understand that ecosystem is rather unique in the wizarding world. Grindylows, merpeople, and giant squid all living in relative harmony. Not so harmonious these days, I'm afraid. The Grindylows have been more aggressive than usual lately. Alas, it's the same all over, isn't it? Peace never lasts. Of course not. Conflict will always be a part of nature. If peace is unnatural, then I'm proud to be whatever that makes me. So am I. Are you sure you three ain't looking for a book of philosophy? You might enjoy that more. No, we definitely want to read up on the creatures of the Black Lake. Have you got any books on the subject? Oh, hundreds. I'll go get them for you. Hundreds, you say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay, I can't count them all. Well, it looks like we got quite a lot of reading to do. It'll go faster if we all work... What's the word? Together? Yeah, that's it. I guess because he's not really familiar with being around people very much. He's used to reading alone. There is no way they can read through all these books. Impossible. Unless the books have pictures in them and they can flip through them really fast. Find anything interesting? Loads, but nothing relevant to the Black Lake. I suppose it is a rather specific topic that we're looking for. Might be something relevant in here. This book is all about things that are both uncommonly large and unusually dangerous. Dragons, acromantulas, evil organizations. It even has a section on spells. How big can spells get, really? They must be pretty big to earn a mention there. There's nothing much on the Black Lake. The author says the giant squid is pleasingly large but disappointingly docile. Unsurprisingly, Grindylows are too small to warrant a mention. This is interesting though. There's a whole page on the Whomping Willow. Well, it is big and dangerous. But it's not just included for the obvious reasons. Look at this part here. I believe the Willow is the Magic Exchange Center for one of the largest dark organizations in the wizarding world. And which evil organizations could the author be referring to? I'm sure R is one of them. Could it mean Death Eaters? This seems like a conspiracy theory. Could be all of them, and more that we don't know about. But are there any other books on this Whomping Willow? The sample size is too small, you know. But we'll humor them, we'll go with the top one. I'm sure R is one of them. We know they were active at Hogwarts after all. That's true, but we shouldn't jump to any conclusions just yet. I agree. This requires more further investigation. Is there anyone in the circle who could tell us more about the Whomping Willow, Casey? I know just a person, but they're not in the Circle of Connor. Who do you mean? Alonza. Students from Kettleburn are particularly well versed in the magical flora and fauna. Excellent. I'll let you do the talking then. This has been quite enough socializing for me already. Agreed. Let us know what you find out, Casey. Will do. Perhaps I can arrange to meet Alonza at the Three Broomsticks. No, I want to go to the Whomping Willow now. Can I go to the Whomping Willow? Let's see. No, it's locked. Maybe after I can go. Thanks for meeting me, Alonza. Of course. I was just wondering what I would do with the rest of my day now that I'm free of bow truckles. Kettleburn was able to lure them away from you? It turns out they like woodlice even more than they like me. I'd be offended if I wasn't so glad to be rid of them. Being followed everywhere by bow truckles isn't as fun as you might think. I didn't think it would be, honestly. So what did you want to talk to me about? Well, I was wondering if you know anything about the Whomping Willow. Why come to me about that? I'm flattered, but I am curious why you thought of me. You're from Kettleburn, you're connected with nature, you have a fresh perspective. Well, we just talked about the top option. Doesn't everyone from Kettleburn know about the magical plants? I thought that might be it. As it happens, I do know a lot about magical plants. But I don't know much about your Whomping Willow. We don't have much of those where we came from. So, did you want to talk about anything else, or are you just fishing for information? I'm not just fishing for information. This has something to do with your Circle of Connor, doesn't it? It might. Didn't I say I'd be the one to distract you from all that? Let's talk about something more cheerful. Alright then. How have your first few weeks at Hogwarts been treating you? Where to begin? I've been on all sort of adventures since coming here. Let me tell you all about them. Well, I wanted to know about the Whomping Willow. I guess I'm not going to be able to. Wow, it sounds like you've been busy. I wish I could have helped Diego with your dueling lessons. And you have to tell me more about your Felici's adventure sometime. I sense there's more to tell there. I can't give away all my secrets at once, can I? That story can be one to look forward to. I gotta say, Alonza, sometimes I envy you. I can't remember the last time I had a day just to enjoy myself. What's stopping you from doing that? I just can't. Anytime I spend having fun, it's time Make-Big spends getting closer to the next vault. So, the Whomping Willow has something to do with the Red Creek, does it? That's what I'm trying to find out. Why don't you ask Professor Sprout? Or is this circle business only? I'm afraid it's circle business. I don't want to arouse any suspicion. I am sure that ship has long sailed. Who are you? Did someone say suspicion? I think I also heard arouse. Both are fit descriptors for a darkly seductive sound. Casey must have been regaling Alonza with the story of that legendary night. The night the four of us rent the heavens asunder with a sonic scream unlike anything you ever heard at Hogwarts. Wow, Casey, I didn't know you played a show with the Weird Sisters. Casey's cursed life provided just the inspiration we needed to reach our new depths of despair. Well, it's only gotten more cursed since then. Perhaps it's time for a reunion tour. What brings you two to the Three Broomsticks anyway? Butterbird, what else? Though a chance to while away the hours in conversation with her Castle Abruxian friend would not go amiss. You know these guys, Alonza? Of course, we had lunch together in the Great Hall not too long ago. I'll leave you 4-2 to catch up then. I'm headed back to Hogwarts for herbology class. Looks like I'll have to ask Professor Sprout for help after all. Oh, we have another part still. I thought we were done. Never mind. So what'd you find out, Casey? Char told us you were looking into the Whomping Willow. Did Alonza know anything helpful? Well, not really. They don't have Whomping Willows at the Castle of Bruxo. Perhaps we should have looked into that before asking her about them. Well, no harm done. She already knows about the circle anyway. Then again, who doesn't these days? Exactly. And just what are you all gossiping about over here, Actually, we're discussing the Whomping Willow, Professor. Well, call me impressed. It does stick in the memory, doesn't it? Absolutely. In fact, I was wondering whether we could perhaps review it today. Review it? But what about the bumps, the bruises? Surely you're keen to review those. I've never had a student ask to repeat that particular lesson. Why are you so interested, Casey? Repetition is the key to mastery. Suffering builds character. I slept through the lesson. I'm gonna sound like a big shot, the top one. Because repetition is the key to mastery. If I ever need to handle a Whomping Willow, I'll need more than one lesson's worth of experience to call upon. Well, I certainly hope you aren't planning to handle a Whomping Willow anytime soon. But you have a point. A review of the material could be invaluable. Merlin's pants, you expect us to learn all that again? Not everyone in the class is rubbish at taking notes. Who said that? So, is there no way to approach a Whomping Wizard safely? It'll whomp us regardless? Yes, and that's all you need to know about it, as far as I'm concerned. I'd invite you to all stay far away from that willow. No need to go poking and prodding at it. Just a moment, class. I think I see Fox tapping at my greenhouse window. Well, one of the windows anyway. Casey, I have a message from Dumbledore for you. He'd like to see you in his office immediately. He would? Yes, it is about something called the Circle of Kana. Uh-oh. We've been rumbled. I don't know what this is all about, but you better get off to Dumbledore's office, post-haste. I'm pretty shocked and surprised that he would know that. Shocked, I say. Everybody knows. I think by now it's common sense. Whether or not Dumbledore is going to allow me to continue with this group remains to be seen. But I do want to go back to the castle grounds. Maybe it'll be available. I doubt it though. No. It's not available. Have we actually ever been in here before? I can't remember. I really can't. Maybe we have at one point. But it's been so long, I clearly don't remember if we have. I am playing! I want in! Anyway, that is going to wrap up Chapter 28. We didn't really do a whole lot, to be perfectly honest. I mean, we did learn a lot about this Whomping Willow, and maybe go into this tree next time, and we'll see what else we get moving forward in Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. So thank you everybody so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everybody.